Hi everyone, I'm Will and welcome to the WPQuickies series, bite-sized WordPress tips and tricks in 30 minutes or less. And today I'm going to be looking at WordPress chatbots, a topic suggested by one of our viewers. I think it was Jean. Thanks, Jean. And I just want to give thanks for everyone for taking their time joining me this Sydney afternoon. It's a bit of a gloomy Sydney afternoon today. And welcome to those overseas and those who are watching on catch-up. Before we start, just make sure that if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that bell and to turn on notifications to when I go live next. And if you're on Facebook, we've got a few people on Facebook, just give a thumbs up. That would be great. So let me know who you are and where you're from in the comments down below. I've got some of our regulars here. Hi, Jean from the Central Coast. Hope you've got a little bit nicer weather down there than we have. At least it's a bit of a relief from the hot days we've been having recently. And I can't believe it is December already. Oh my goodness. Dear. Mr. Meowpuss, the weather is great here in Sydney. It is good. It's a nice day. It's a bit overcast, but it's nice and warm, which is great. So thanks everyone for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and just get into the presentation. We have quite a bit to cover today. It's a bit more technical, this one. So let's jump straight into it. Just let me know in the comments below where you're listening from, and I'll pop you up on screen if I can. Okay, Bing, make it bigger. So chatbots, AI, artificial intelligence, has come a long way in the last few years, but it's still nowhere near passing the Turing test. I'll just copy a little link in here. Now, if you haven't heard about the Turing test, it's from a guy called Turing, and he was a computer scientist many years ago. And he basically said that he set up a test, and the whole idea is that you're going to try and mimic, computers got to try and mimic a person. And at the point where a computer can convince somebody sitting on another screen somewhere that they're chatting to a person, then they will pass the Turing test. And now I think we're a long way from that just now, but I do think AI, artificial intelligence, has come a long way since then. Hi, Rick, one of our regulars from Florida, USA. And Elizabeth, hi, Will, hello to you as well. Thanks for joining us today. Now, of course, jumping on a live chat with a customer is always going to be the best and most direct way of supporting, helping, and converting those potential customers to go and buy something into sales. However, you have a business to run and you can't spend your entire day just answering people on chat. And of course, not a lot of people have money to hire a whole team to sit there and just respond to chat requests. So for those reasons, and probably for many more, we have seen the rise of the chatbot industry. So essentially chatbots, they allow you to program a set of responses and options based on a requester's intent. So for example, a restaurant chatbot may greet a person when they go into the website, and it'll then give them some options. So one option might be place an order. The next one might be see the menu. The third option might be reserve a table. And the fourth option might be find a restaurant near me. So again, it's trying to build this kind of automation in to help the customer, help the potential customer step through a series of questions or that they want answered to. So the interaction between a human and a chatbot are called flows or recipes or stories, depending on which chatbot service you are using. And the accuracy of the chatbot depends also on the artificial intelligence, the AI ability of the service to match that user's intent to your story, recipe, or flow or response. Now, in many cases, chatbots do get it wrong, or they don't have that specific option that a user is looking for. And in these cases, some of the services, some of these chatbot services offer something called a human on demand ability. And that will ping a member of your team or just yourself to jump into the chat, to live chat with somebody to resolve any issues. Because what we don't want is people getting annoyed with chatbots, because if you're looking for a specific question, an answer to a question, and this chatbot's just asking you, what do you want to buy? Do you want to do this? And you're like, no, I just want to speak to a person. Then having that option there is really, really good. So saying that, chatbots can help automate your support and queries. They can save a lot of time, and their AI is getting better and better every year. So I think it would be a good time now just to try one out. So let's have a look at some of the plugins and some of the services that are available for WordPress. Okay, the first one here is Chatbot for WordPress. I'll copy the link and paste it in the comments. And what I'll do is, I know that some people have trouble watching the live chat replays, so I'll copy all the links and put them underneath the comments on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn after we're finished here today. Okay, so Chatbot for WordPress. This is an all-inclusive native WordPress chatbot. There is a light version, which is free. So this is a freemium service, and a paid version as well. So the light version of chatbot, it'll give you a basic chatbot that tries to match what the user types in to a list of keyword and key phrases that the WordPress admin, that you enter in the backend interface. So it's like predefined responses based on keyword searches. Now, if you haven't tried using a chatbot before, this free plugin will stand you in good stead, introducing you to the basics of a chatbot conversation flow, the recipes and the responses from that. Now, saying that, they do have a pro version, which allows you, of course, to define more custom stories, better types of responses, and integration with other services as well, like Slack, Salesforce, Zendesk, those types of support services. Now, the paid plans for here start at $25 per site per year, but they do have, interestingly, have an $88 one-time payment for a lifetime deal, and that gets you usage on 100 sites. So if you don't want to pay the yearly fee, then just grab $88. What's that? 160 Australian dollars, 150 Australian dollars. Well worth your time just to play around with it, to get used to chatbots, to see what level of automation that you can put in your website, and just to try and gauge the response of your clients to that chatbot, just to see if it's going to save you time and energy. Because if you can shave a couple of hours from your support, from email support, then that's another couple of hours that you're generating back into your business, making more sales, making improvements, and that is a good thing. Now, you can try the demo. There's a demo of the pro version, and I'll post that in the links here. So if you go to that link there, you'll see a little chat box will pop up on the right-hand side. So you can play around with it and just see what it's like. But again, install the light version, have a play around. If you think it's something that is going to benefit your site, grab the lifetime version and start playing with like a more professional version. And if you think that's something that you want to get into that could really help your business, then the next ones we're talking about will really allow you to scale up that level of automation. So the next one we're going to talk about here is Messenger chatbots. So this is Facebook Messenger. Here on the screen, I've got an example of the London Gatwick Airport. They implemented a chatbot a couple of years ago on their website. So you can see here, people are asking for which restaurants have veggie options, and the chatbot's coming back to say they've found 16 restaurants. Do you want more information? Do you want the menu? Do you want a call? On the other side, of course, it's Gatwick, it's an airport, so they're looking for destinations. So someone's typed in Vegas, and then departures, and then it's giving them a little information about when the next departures are for Las Vegas. So, things like that, that not other people would like email you or call, would require a person to respond. These types of automations can simply be done, and it can save your business hours and hours and hours for those. Now, the Messenger apps, because it's Facebook, it can be a little bit more complicated to set up. So you have to do things like register a Facebook app and then use webhooks to drive the conversation. And the AI itself, it's an AI-driven conversation. And one of the Facebook's Messenger AI is quite up there as one of the better ones on the market just now, and it's especially good for e-commerce stores. So bear that one in mind. So, of course, you will be developing most of your stuff on Facebook and in interaction with the Messenger AI. But to get it onto your WordPress website, there is a helpful plugin. It is called a WP Chatbot. There we go. And it's one of the best plugins if you want to try and minimize that amount of coding, like JavaScript snippets and things that you need to paste into your website. You know, if you're not a developer or if you're not too skilled up on doing that. So it can link your Facebook business page and, of course, your Facebook Messenger account with your WordPress site. Now, this plugin has over 10,000 active installations, so making it one of the most popular chatbot plugin. And now it's powered by something called OmniChat. Because this is a Facebook Messenger, you know, you're going to need another service to manage that messaging service before you bring it into WordPress. And that service that's linked with this plugin is called OmniChat Widget. And that's made by a company called Mobile Monkey. Now, they offer a free account to get started with basic conversational messenger app, but you're going to need to upgrade to a paid plan if you want to build any sort of chat automations and get rid of their branding and stuff like that. A word of warning, though. Over the last 6 months, users have been leaving the plugin a 1-star review on the WordPress.org repository, and also alleging that the company inserted their own Facebook pixel code to track your users. Now, I haven't installed this plugin. I've not tried it myself, so I can't verify the allegation, but definitely something to look at if you're looking to install that plugin for yourself. Now, the paid plugins, the paid plan with Mobile Monkey, it starts at $29 per month, and it kind of goes up from there. But definitely have a look at it. Maybe install it on a local machine, try it out. Definitely have a look, see if that if they do install that Facebook pixel, and let me know what you find out. I might give it a go as well. Okay, the next one we're going to look at is Botsify. Drop a link in here. So this service, and again, we're getting away from the plugin native stuff more into general chatbot services. So this service allows you to build a great chatbot, but has an interesting feature that I mentioned at the beginning called the human handover. And that bridges the gap between chatbot and live chat. So at some point, you know, if a person is interacting with the chatbot, and if they're having difficulty getting that right answer, they can request to speak to a human person at any time. And you can tailor that ability as well. You can switch it on or off for different responses. So, you know, you can have it there at the very first time the chatbot opens, to speak direct to a human, or you can go through a series of steps. And then if something doesn't work, then you can offer this as an option for people to click on. Now, the service will then send a notification to your team members or just yourself, who can then jump in to the conversation and fix the problem or the issue straight away. You know, and that stops your customers, your potential customers, getting annoyed or grumpy from this chatbot automated response. So Botify works using conversational flow diagrams. You can program stories so the chatbot knows what to say and what words or choices will trigger it. Botify itself doesn't require an exact keyword matches to work, so it does use some sort of AI algorithm to try and match the user's intent to response to a story. And it also supports patterns and phrases as well. Now, you can integrate the Botify service with their official plugin. So you have an official plugin on the website there, the link that I dropped down, or like a simple snippet of JavaScript code in your site's header or footer. So they don't have a free plan, unfortunately, but plans do start at $50 per month for up to 10 chatbots and 30,000 unique users. So definitely have a look at their website. They do have a demo area on there as well. Just have a play around and see what you think about that one. So the next one, we're going to take a little bit of a different spin off here, kind of away from the WordPress side. This is called IBM's Watson Assistant, and it was probably one of the very first AI chatbot assistant things before Google and Alexa kind of got into it. IBM's been working on this for quite a long time. Let me see, I'll just make that a little bit bigger for you. So the example on the screen is for one of the German banks. And you can see here someone's arrived at their website and the bots come up and it says, hello, welcome to the bank. I'm a virtual assistant. How can I help you today? And it's just giving them some options, asking them to pay my bill, check my account balance, can I use a credit card while abroad, just things like that. Simple support requests that are easy to answer in a response. Send a link to a page on a website. Again, saving you, the company, thousands of hours, manual hours, with people having to reply to these simple types of requests. Now, if you want chatbot integration between your website and lots of different services like Slack, Salesforce, Zendesk, then IBM's Watson can certainly achieve that. So if you're in a bigger business and you're looking to integrate all these services together into your support queue, then IBM Watson, that is a thumbs up for that. To be honest though, for a regular website, it's going to be a lot of overkill. So IBM, this Watson Assistant is geared towards the big players, big organizations. Now, Watson, it has a superior AI and it learns about your customers with each interaction. In fact, the AI is probably one of the best on the market for programmable AIs for this kind of chatbot vertical. But to integrate your Watson Assistant with your WordPress website, if you want to do that, the best plugin to use, and I'll copy the link here, is Chatbot with IBM Watson. And there's a link there in the comments. Now, if you want to play around with the chatbot interface, you can register for a free version at the IBM website, so the previous link that I sent. Otherwise, plans jump from nothing free all the way up to $120 per month, which is about 230 Australian dollars a month. So definitely a chatbot and AI for the big organizations out there. But I just wanted to put it just across you, just to let you know the kind of different variety of chatbots and AIs and things that are in the market just now. Okay, what is the time? 1:15, not bad. Okay, we're getting there. So this is the last one that I want to introduce to you, and it is called BotStar. And BotStar is another Facebook Messenger chatbot, but with a super simple drag and drop interface for building conversations and responses. So they've taken the whole back end and given it a diagram interface with drag and drop and connectors, so you can build up really complex flows, conversations, stories, whatever you want to call them, and that's easy to create all this automation. And you can, of course, because we are chatting about WordPress, it's WPQuickies. You can, of course, integrate BotStar with your WordPress website, and there's a link to the site there that shows you how to do that. And it's as simple as copying some JavaScript into your header and footer, and then copying a div or an iframe into your WordPress page, and that will pop up the chatbot. Excuse me. Now, the interface, as I said, for building the conversation is super simple. They have over 70 predefined conversation templates for niche verticals like real estate, holiday sales, shopping, assistance, restaurant booking, that sort of stuff. So you don't have to start from scratch. You can just drag one across and it'll give you a really good starter for that. There is a free plan to get you started with up to 50 sessions. Otherwise, the paid plans start at $15 per month for 500 sessions and custom branding. And of course, it goes up from there. So what I'd like to do, because we've got some time, is actually share BotStar out, because I've got BotStar and I'm using it just now, but I've got a little sample area. So if you bear with me, I will try and find it. Where are we? BotStar. Share. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll just double check. I've got my iPad next to me. Okay. Let's just bring that full screen. StreamYard. Okay, you guys should be able to see that now. There we go. Right. So this is the dashboard for one of my BotStars. I know the screen's kind of a bit Let's see if we can put this in full screen. Is that any better? A little bit. So writing's a bit tiny, but hopefully it'll just give you an idea as to these kind of newer chatbot interfaces. So in here, this is my dashboard. I've got a sample tutorial, and I've got one of the templates, which is sample food and beverage bot. So I'm going to go into this one here, and it's got an overview with, I've not got this one live, so it's just an overview of, how many interactions you've done with it. But I want to go straight to the bot builder here. Here we go. Now you can see here that it's got like this drag and drop interface. So they got all these different blocks, and here's the conversation entry here at this bit here. So conversation entry, and it comes down to this box. It says hi, and it's got first name because you're going to be logged into Facebook, so it knows who you are. Welcome to Sushi World. Let's discover our restaurant. It can show a little GIF of somebody eating as well, and then it jumps you into the main menu here. And then it's got options here like menu or quick responses, chat to staff, about us. And then you can see here it links in with different things. So if someone clicks on about us, then here's the about us box. And then we can drill into this module here, about us, and it gives a picture of the restaurant, a little bit of an introduction to the restaurant. It's a Japanese restaurant in the town. And then it's giving you some, we're open from every day from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. So that's that module there. We'll go back to the main one. It's got an order module here. So menu, if you want to order, then you can have a module order. Let's go have a look at that. So here we can see this module contains 3 child blocks. We go into this child blocks and look, it says, what do you want to order? Food, drinks, and then there's a different one for food, and you can go into that one. It have all the different menu options. One for drinks, you can have a look into that one. So here they got sake for $15, Ruhaki for $10, or another one for $12. Then how many bottles of sake you want to order, and then you go through that process. So I don't want to dwell on this too much because I know it's quite small in the video. Sorry, I can't zoom in any further. But on the left-hand side here, you've got your library. So you've got things like text, buttons, video, images, files, and audio that you can drop in to this conversation. You've got advanced blocks like the modules that we can see here that you can build and connect things together. You can do an HTTP action. So you can do a JSON query and get all your products from your WooCommerce site and display them as a menu. You can, action blocks as well, so you can tag stuff. So if you're looking to tag people who have bought things and send them over to your CRM, you can tag them there, you can untag them, you can add them to a campaign as well. So MailChimp or ActiveCampaign or whatever you want to do. You can subscribe people to lists, email lists, or remove people from email lists if that's one of your bot's options. And then they've got premium options here. So things like pay with Stripe directly via Messenger, Google Sheets, query and updates, so things like that. So you can see here, it's really easy to do, easy to connect things together. It's just a drag and drop interface that you do that with. And you connect all the things together to make your conversation flow go like that. So really powerful, but really simple to use. So let's just stop that screen share and I'll go back if you can see the other one. There we go, and there's me. Quick question here. Anne says, could you recommend a plugin that is easiest to install? Yeah, so that would be the first one. So let's go back in the presentation. Here's my little presentation window. This is why I need 3 monitors. Okay, and this one here, Chatbot for WordPress. And you want to try this one here. I'll just drop the link again. That's the simplest one to get started with. It's all integrated into WordPress. So it does everything in the WordPress backend. You don't need to connect to Facebook or worry about APIs or anything like that. So a good one to get started on and to get a feel for chatbots. And then, if you really want to get serious with it, then I recommend kind of going probably more with the Facebook Messenger because that's kind of integrated all the way into Facebook and has heaps of lots of options for that. Let's see, other questions. Rick says, What about Chatbot 4 or about WordPress itself? Who might have a chatbot configured for that? Well, that one that just popped up, and that is a native one for WordPress. So you can maybe try that one out, the chatbot one, Rick. And yep, no problem, Anne. Yeah, so hopefully this has given like a nice overview as to chatbots. You know, chatbots are very different to live chat. Live chat's been around for quite a while on websites. But chatbots is kind of a new industry that's building up. The AI is getting better and better. You know, as the big players like Google and Alexa refine AI in their smart speakers, and that reflects back into these systems that power these chatbots. Great. So if you guys got any other questions, just drop them in the comments. If not, then have a look at the time. Almost done. Good. Okay, so next week we are looking at Google Fonts. So this one is a specific one that was requested by one of our viewers. So we'll just be looking at how to integrate Google Fonts into your WordPress website. I know some of these big page builders do it all for you, but you know, sometimes people like to build a more minimalistic site, so I just want Google Fonts in on their own. Eric asked, did I review conversation.io.bot? No, I didn't. I had a look at it, and it's very similar to like the Messenger one, so I kind of left that one out because I wanted to kind of go a little bit more right-wing into IBM Watson and just to give you a little demo of the back-end interface to these for that. You're welcome, Jean. I know everyone isn't into chatbots or spend the money to buy a chatbot service, so that's why I wanted to give a little demo of the back end to show you, what you'd be paying for. I got a lifetime deal through AppSumo for that bot star, so I'm pretty happy with that. So suggest a topic. We're kind of running out of weeks with 2020, so I'm trying to build up a base of topics for 2021. So yeah, send me a link, send me some topic requests for next year, and there's a link there, rebrand the link, there's a QR code, there's a link as well down below the Facebook page and the YouTube page as well. And just very quickly, we're all about community here. So I'm a member of the WPAustralia.org, and if you go onto that website, then you will find all the WordPress meetups, all the gatherings that are happening across Australia. Most of them are, of course, virtual now, but we are in talks with our venues to try and get back for physical meetups in 2021. Watch this space for announcements, maybe next month. Will be good. That website there. Also, if you want to join Slack, so here's a little picture of Slack. It's an online chat community. So our wpaustralia.slack.com. I really recommend you join that because all of us WordPress people, we hang out there every day. We don't do any work. We just sit and chat with each other. But it's a great community to ask questions. There's lots of channels like e-commerce, WooCommerce, plugins, jobs, help, code, all that sort of stuff that you can ask specific questions in, and 9 out of 10 times you'll get a pretty good answer, or at least someone will point you in the right direction. So definitely have a think about joining us on Slack. Here's me. You can hit me up on LinkedIn, Instagram, or Twitter as well. And I've got some websites, zeropointdevelopment.com, wpwingman.com, and WOSG, I'll have to find a better name for that, .com.au, which is my latest website. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for spending your time with me. I'll let you get back to whatever it is you are doing. Have a great weekend, and I will look forward to seeing you next week with Google Fonts. Okay. Ciao, guys. See you later.